What's up, gamers? How the heck are you? Welcome to another grounded video. In this video I want to talk about the 5 new armor sets that we got when the full game released. Now, I've done a video in the past of all the other armor sets the game has to offer. If you want to go check out that video, I'll leave a link up above. You can click that and go check that out anytime you want. I've also done videos on comparing how well weapons work with other sets of armors. You guys can check that video out as well. So in this video, I want to go over the 5 new pieces of armor we got. Now, I am only doing armor sets because armor sets come with a bonus, and I want to talk about the bonuses that you get along with those armor sets. I also have these fully leveled up to sleek. Now, if you didn't know this or not, when you level up armor in this game, you have a choice. When it comes to, I think, level 6, you'll be given a choice if you want to take it the bulky route or the sleek route. Bulky route is just straight defense. It basically gets you as much defense out of the piece of armor as you possibly can get. If you go sleek, it's just a little bit less defense, but you get an extra bonus for that piece of gear. It doesn't necessarily have to be the whole set, but it can just be that piece of gear. So if you level the helmet up fully sleek, but the rest of it not sleek, then you will only get one additional bonus for the helmet, not for the rest of the set. Make sense? Okay, so we're gonna go over this in no particular order. I'm just gonna test them out, or just gonna look at them one by one, just see what we get with them. So moving over to the Moth. You guys didn't know the Moth has its own armor set. There are 3 Moths that I know of in the game. One on top of Castle Mormont, or is that how you say it? Whatever, the castle, the green goblin castle. On the very, very peak of it, on top of the green goo, you have to arc an arrow up there to shoot him or try to get some leverage on him to get him to come down. And then a little fight will take place. They are kind of difficult to take out, I won't lie. They have a weird stun that's hard to avoid, and it does a lot of damage. So be wary when you take one on. There are also one located on top of the main large stump. Then another one is located on the fallen over tree bark, basically. So once you climb up there, there's actually a tooth up there. So if you go up there, or milk molar, if you go up there and get a milk molar, you'll actually see it because it'll be sleeping up there right next to the milk molar. So good luck on taking those guys out. Let's put on the armor. All right, so the armor looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It looks solid. I have no complaints about this armor whatsoever. I think the design looks cool. All right, so we're actually going to look at the status that we get from this this build. So if you don't worry about sleek right now, if you just wear the full set of armor, you're going to get an ability, or you're going to get a bonus called Wind Run. Basically, it makes you run faster or occasionally as you land your range attacks. So however many you land, it could proc for you to be able to run slightly faster throughout the fight, which is nice. This build is geared a lot towards ranged fighting. So if you're a ranged fighter, even with stabs or with bows and arrows, then this is a great set of armor for you. So keep that in mind, because you get jump start. Attacks with bows and stabs have a chance to instantly restore some stamina. That is key, because if you use those stabs at all, they can eat up stamina super quick, and so can bow and arrow, to be honest with you. It takes a lot of stamina. Not to mention, this is a light armor set, so you will be taking a little less stamina as it is anyway. So that's really nice. Honestly, that's really nice. I do kind of wish that this was a medium set and that you still got these like bonuses, because the medium set offers you a little bit more defense, and you are already prone. I guess stabs now take that out of the equation, because with bows and arrows, you used to be open to damage quite a bit because you can't block any attacks with your crossbow or bow. But with stabs, you can block now, though just keep in mind you still can't block with your bow. But I wish it was medium, because it does give you a little bit extra defense while not hitting you so hard with the stamina drain that you get from wearing slightly heavier armor. So with this armor, you also do get a range cut, which gives your bows and staff a chance to apply additional bleed to enemies, which is super awesome that it also applies to staffs too. There's a lot of sets that are like archery based. They kind of just stick to the bows, but I love that they're adding the stabs on here too. So that's super cool. All right, so moving on to the Black Ox Beetle set. Now, the only thing I'm bummed about this set is I thought it was going to be heavy. It's a medium armor set. Now, I know it doesn't make a ton of difference, but it kind of does. I mean, 15% to 10% resistance is, I mean, it's a 5% resistance that you're missing out on that you can't recuperate from, even though the overall damage protection is there, but the resistance isn't. So I do wish that it was heavy, but it's not. We didn't actually get a heavy set right now. I hope they'll add one later, because I just kind of think it's kind of sad to have one tier 3 when we have 3 light ones and 3 medium ones now. So we still only have one tier 3 heavy. Come on, Grounded team. You've done great, but give me more. Sorry, I'm being demanding. You guys have done great. Thank you. Anyway, moving on. So the Black Ox Beetle set. Let's go ahead and give a look at it. I think it looks incredible. I think it looks awesome. I love the design. Helmet. Everything looks great about this. This is probably one of my favorite sets with the newest set. You know, with like the new sets coming in. This is probably one of my favorite ones. And I'll probably be running it quite often. So the perk you get with it if you wear all 3 pieces is Stunning Charger. Basically, you will pack more punch when you do a stun damage. Just on the stun, not like overall damage. So you pack more of a punch when you stun whatever bug you're fighting at the time. If you take it the sleek route, right? If you take it the sleek route, you get Quick Charge, which just charges your attacks faster, which could proc more stuns if you're hitting with a heavier set, if you're a heavy weapon, if you can charge it faster. So more stun, more damage. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's a great... It fits well. They've definitely learned from a lot of their other choices. If you guys watched the old video I did, there were a lot of, a lot of missed opportunities to give cool sleeks that were fitting to where the piece of armor came from, if that makes sense. So I think they're doing a great job tying the perks with the insect that we're getting it from. Obviously, this is medium set armor, so it does a moderate increase of your stamina drain. And overbearing, your charge attacks have a higher chance to lower enemies' damage dealt, which, cool. I mean, that's, like I said, I think this has a great potential to be a really good, set. All right, now the one that maybe not everybody's going to get right away, just because of where you have to get it from. You get this set, obviously, from killing the Mantis, and you have to kill her a few times. I think if you kill her once, you have a choice. You can either make the full set of armor or you can make the weapon. You cannot make both. So you'll have to at least kill her 2 to 3 times in order to get the full set of both armor and new weapon that she offers. So let's take a look at it once again. The whole assassin feel to it, I think, looks incredible. Another W for me. I think this thing looks great. It definitely features a lot of the Mantis's look. I think it looks amazing. So top notch there. Got no complaints once again. I think the art design on this game is incredible. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna gas it up this whole time. All right, the full set offers you critical chain, which is the fury of the Mantis runs through you, increasing your critical chance after dealing a crit. So every time you crit, you have a chance to deal crit. Now, if you have, I'm sorry, the mutations aren't on this custom game right now, but if you have your Coup de Grace, which is procking crit, this is increasing your chance of crit. And you have some of the other things in here that do more crit damage, like the Trapper Peeper card. If you have that mutation on as well, you're critting probably quite a bit and doing a ton of damage. Not to mention, if you're using the weapon that's associated with this, you do a crit bleed. So yes, it definitely fitting. So if you take it the sleek route, you're going to crit stun, critical hits apply an additional stun damage, which, yeah, okay. I mean, right now we have not missed, in my opinion. I think each one of these pieces of armor, this is light armor, by the way, each one of these pieces of armor has an amazing attachment to it. Cutman, your critical hits cause an enemy to bleed, and your weapon causes an additional bleeding. If you choose to use the Mantis weapon alongside the armor, it's obviously fitting, and it does. I think you're going to be doing an incredible amount of damage, and it's going to be super insane. All right, the Fire Ant armor. Now, I've said this about ant armors before in previous videos. I let this one go a little bit more than I let like the black ant armor go. So if you guys don't know, when you wear the red ant armor, just the basic red ant armor, the full set allows you to basically disappear, and the ants think you're one of them, and they don't attack you unless you attack them. I love it. I think it's amazing. It allows you to explore the entire red ant hill without worrying about being attacked by any bug that's in any insect that's in there, or ant, I mean. Black ant armor doesn't do that, and neither does the fire ant armor. It's okay that the fire ant doesn't, because I just believe the upper yard is a lot more hostile than anything else. And it's kind of okay, the black ant. I just wish it did. I wish they kind of all followed that theme. I know that would be kind of like, oh, well, they all do the same thing, but they all do, like, it'd be nice not to have to deal with every stupid fire ant that you walk across that wants to hit you and wants to shoot corrosion at you, and they all shoot corrosion and it sucks. Sorry, lost myself there for a second. Anyway, once again, this is a pretty basic. I wish we could have gone a little different with the armor, but all the ant armor kind of just looks the same. Yeah, the coloring is a little different, obviously, because it's supposed to be the fire ant, and that's cool and all, but hey. It is what it is. It's not overly whelming, but it's cool. All right, so let's talk about the set. So the set bonus comes with Acid Splash. Basically, you have a chance to hit an additional Acid Splash or Acid Attack when you're meleeing. Just random proc, comes out whenever. Now, this is about the only set that I'll say you should take it sleek. Go the sleek route. Do not go bulky route because of this. When you go the sleek route, you get acid damage. This increases the amount of damage acid base attacks. So every time this procs, you get additional damage if you've taken it the sleek route. I think that's amazing. I think that's definitely something that you should really focus on if you are planning to run this armor. Attacks have a chance to weaken the enemy's defense, so that's cool. Corrosion will knock down enemies' defenses. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent set. I do wish, I don't know, I just wish there was a different kind of like design to it. I just feel like we've seen this same design for a while now, for the last 3 ant sets. Now I'll get it. The ants all kind of look the same too, so it makes sense. But, just want something a little different. All right, last but not least, guys, the Black Widow armor. Black Widow armor, let's talk about it. It looks great. I don't know why. It looks great. It looks exactly like the spider armor, but it gives you that little Black Widow flare. I do kind of wish it was a little different, but once again, we're kind of in the same boat we were with the ants ones. It's the same concept, so kind of the same thing. I get it. But I will say, though, that this is only the second time we've done it versus the ant armor was the third time we've done it. Nonetheless, moving on. All right, so if you guys, obviously you have to kill the black ant or the Black Widow spider in order to get this armor. If you guys need help on killing that, I have a video posted or click the link up there. You can guys check out how to take out the black ant oh my gosh, what am I doing? Black Widow spider easily. I can take down 2 of them very easily. The other 2 are not as easy, but if you guys learn your blocks, learn your parries, you can relatively do it simply. It's not always the easiest thing, but hey, we're here. But if you guys don't like that kind of stuff, because I hate trying to block. I'm not the greatest blocker in the world, so I find easier ways to do it. Check out my videos. I have a short showing you how to take out one. I also have a YouTube video showing you how to take out the first one that I ever found. So moving on from that, sorry. It looks great. It looks great. I think it looks fun. Once again, I don't have too many complaints. Do wish they'd have changed up the design slightly, but I'm not mad at it. I think it looks kind of cool. All right, let's see what we're getting. So you get quite a bit with this one, actually. So the set bonus comes with, after you kill things, you have a boost of energy, briefly increasing your movement speed, which is cool. So it's kind of like a little death thing because you are the Black Widow. You're taking people out. Yeah, it's like cool, sleek. So that's cool. Kind of fits, once again, fits with I think they've done a great job this year, or this release, with sleek items fitting where they're coming from, so that's cool. You also get things you get with this armor are like poison damage. You can increase the amount of damage to all the poison effects that you cause. Also, guys, if you go on and take this to the sleek route, you're going to get a parry poison. So basically, anytime you do a perfect block or parry, you will have a chance to poison the enemy. Now, if you'll notice in a lot of these fights, I'm letting the health tick down by itself. The health will continuously tick down over time due to the poison, though no card specifically says they have a resistance or a weakness to poison. So you kind of just have to pick and choose your battles. I noticed that when I was fighting the ladybirds, they didn't tick as much so I'd go ahead and say safe bet is that any heavier armored insects such as ladybirds or even the black ox beetles, they're probably not going to take as much poison damage as something like the ants will, or the ladybird larva, things like that. So just notice that this set is actually a lot better than I thought. Actually, when I originally recorded this is a voiceover. When I originally recorded this, I said that the armor set wasn't overly that great because poison hasn't been that great in the past. But right now, this is really good. I mean, I am bursting through. I'm letting these guys like tick down by themselves, but later on in this little video, you'll see that I'm bursting through even the ladybird ladybugs. I'm bursting through them like pretty easily, as long as you can hit blocks, because these do take a little bit longer than something like a heavier set weapon or something that was like tailored to. But this is also not, this has no elemental effects on it either, so these are all just mighty fully boosted. So this is an incredible weapon, an incredible set. I love the fact that it's basically true to everything that the Black Widow spider is. It is full of poison. All of its little baby spiders are full of poison, and now if you wear the set and use the dagger, you are full of poison. So go out there, try out your poison sets. I'm gonna try this actually on a lot of the bosses and just see what damage we can do, and they have a lot of fun with it. Well guys, my overall opinion is every piece of armor looks great. I think they all just have their own flair, own design, own love, and I just think that they've done a great job with how everything looks, how they all shine in their own way. And I mean, hey, kudos to the dev team for getting cool sets of armor out and making them look cool. Without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button below. It does help with the algorithm. And I cannot thank you guys so much for the love and support over the last week or so. Ever since this game dropped, you guys have been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. I hope I keep making wonderful content so that you guys can keep enjoying it. And thank you once again. And hey, as always, catch you in the next one. Peace out.